If you have health insurance, you might be able to see a personal dietitian for $0 out of pocket. Nourish connects you with a dietitian that fits your needs, covered by your insurance. Nourish accepts hundreds of insurance plans, and 94% of patients pay $0 out of pocket. Meet with your dietitian online and message them anytime through the Nourish app. With hundreds of 5-star reviews from real patients, you know you're in good hands. Find your dietitian at usenourish.com. That's usenourish.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, there are great connection options to several European cities. Whether it's the romantic streets of Paris or the stunning beaches of Barcelona, Condor will start your vacation and make it even more memorable by offering comfortable and spacious cabins where you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
Places, please. The Daly Migs Show is on deck. Guitars plugged in. Drums ready to go. Chickens. Other animals. And action. This is the Daly Migs Show on The Rock with Taryn Daly and Steve Migs.
While listening to the Daly Migs Show, please refrain from any unnecessary finger gesturing.
99.9 KISW.
Good morning, Rockaholics, and happy Monday, the first Monday of February 2025. And you know what I noticed this morning? I don't know if this was like a fluke or if this is the new normal, but the express lanes that go southbound through the city were open before 5, Steve Migs.
They knew you were trying to get to work a little earlier.
Normally they don't open until 5. I drove before 5 past the entrance there, and there were already cars. So maybe it's starting to open earlier. I don't know what's going on out there.
See, now I live in the South End. I don't really experience it as much. I know, like, closer to like when you're coming into the city, you kind of do, but I never really do that much. But when I was living in Northgate, it was always like one of those things where you're like, please let the express lanes be open. And when they weren't, I would just get so mad. Or if I could see that they were about to open them up, but it's too late for me.
Oh, yeah.
It would just like put me in a rage. I'm like, son of a bitch, I should have left later.
It can make your day great, or it can make your day not great, whether they are open or not.
Right.
So now they're open earlier. Congratulations, everyone.
Good for you. Maybe it was the groundhog that made that happen.
Maybe it was. Now let's inform the Rockaholics.
Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daly Migs Download.
AKA the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
And the DMD is brought to you by the Seattle Boat Show, seattleboatshow.com. Anybody see, I know, Danny, on your way to going to Austin, you saw the giant rubber duck.
It really freaked me out. I was like, why is there just this big duck in the middle of the 2 fields downtown?
Well, it was you and pretty much everyone in the Pacific Northwest, because on Friday we had to figure out what was going on because people were texting us. It was all over social media, and it turns out that the Seattle Boat Show brought this the world's largest rubber duck in, and it's already gone, though.
It is, so it wasn't for the entirety of the boat show?
It's so hard. The rubber duck's got a lot of places to be, a lot of things to do. Yes, apparently. I haven't seen it because it was too dark when I was driving in, but my buddy Keith posted something on his Instagram stories using Boys to Men. It's so hard to say goodbye.
To
the rubber duck.
Are you serious? I literally just told Danny we have to go there this Friday to see the rubber duck in person. I missed my opportunity.
Yes.
We're going to have to find you a different attraction, Sarah. There is no duck.
I did get a picture of it, and I could, with my phone app, I can superimpose you and Danny in front of the duck.
Actually, I would love that.
Okay, we'll make that happen.
Thank you.
So there, at least, Wait, you guys had plans to go just to see the rubber duck?
Yes! So we were literally going to park on the street and then walk to Lumen Field parking garage so I can get a selfie with this big duck.
I told her the same thing. I said it was gone, and she's like, "It's here till the 8th. It says on the duck's Instagram."
Does it say that?
It says that it's here till the 8th. Maybe they deflated it.
Look, but you know what? My buddy sometimes parties a little too hard. There's a very good chance that he was looking the wrong direction.
He just missed it.
You just don't know. Hey, the DMV, like I said, SeattleBoatShow.com. Today, I don't know if I want to tell Tatum that today is this day because it's National Doggy Date Night. And I worry that if I bring it up, Tatum's going to spend the entire day planning an elaborate day for a DJ. And of course, DJ's a freaking dog. She's not going to appreciate it.
See, I was more envisioning like Lady and the Tramp date night for doggies.
Oh.
Like 2 dogs going on a date. That's what I was envisioning.
I'm thinking more like a bro date. Let's go out, get some chicken wings, hang out, watch the game. I don't know what game we're watching, but we're watching a game. Oh, man. Oh, I don't know. Did you watch the Grammys last night?
No.
I did.
And how was it, Steve?
You made the better choice.
Did you feel old? Because that's what always happens when I watch the Grammys.
The Grammys have become, who the F is this?
Yep.
I didn't really hate that song. And then I go online and try and listen to a couple more of their songs. I'm like, yeah, I'm not a big fan. I always appreciate the performance. It's still one of my favorite award shows because at least there's musical acts. It's a little bit more lighthearted, although last night was a little bit more somber and serious because they were talking a lot about the fires that were happening. Did some great tributes. All in all, I thought it was what I saw, and I didn't see all of it. I saw about 2/3 of it. It was a fun watch. I'm not going to be able to tell you, hey, go check it out to catch this moment or that moment. The big winner, of course, was Beyonce finally. I mean, I felt like it was just bound to happen. It seems like this was just a giant campaign to give her an album of the year for a change because she hasn't done it. Mm-hmm. It was funny that like Miley Cyrus at one point is up there about to like award like the Song of the Year or one of those awards, and she's like, I'm sure it's Beyonce, but here, if it's not, it should be. And then she opens it and it's not Beyonce.
Oh, no!
It's Kendrick Lamar, who won a bunch of awards for that diss track about Drake, which was just kind of hilarious because I'm like, okay, we knew Kendrick hated Drake based on record sales and popularity of the song. It seems like most of music fans hate Drake. And then we learned also most people in the music industry seem to hate Drake as well because everybody was excited for him. They were singing along to the parts where he insults Drake.
So wild.
Like the part where he says A minor in that song. If you know the song, you know what we're talking about. The entire crowd says it. And I'm like,
my gosh.
Man, everybody loves Kendrick. Not too many people like Drake. So that was the big takeaway I got from the Grammy Awards.
Steve Migs, when was the last time you bought market-side broccoli florets from Walmart? Because right now, the FDA has elevated the recall to Class 1 status. This says that there's like risk of serious illness, listeria, all that yucky stuff. And about 20 states have had this brand distributed within it, and it has that best by date of December 10th. So if you got those market-side broccoli florets in your freezer, you better check.
I've been telling people for years that broccoli will kill you. Just don't eat it.
You sound like Thrill.
Yeah, right. Hey, the Kraken. They're going to play again. Don't worry. They lost to the Calgary Flames 3-2. Although they had a great win over the weekend that Sarah was at. It was like 6-2.
It was awesome. Yeah.
You need to go to more games. Apparently, you're the magic addition.
I'm the good luck charm. What can I say?
As far as weather, obviously, there's a lot of talk about the cold weather, the snow. Some people experienced some snow over the weekend. Our high today is going to be 38 degrees. It's currently 31 degrees outside. We're supposed to have some clouds, icy conditions, so be prepared and be warned. And that is the DMD, brought to you by Palace Law, and that's what's up.
Did you get hit with the snow that Steve was just talking about over the weekend? Because one member of this show did, literally, thanks to their kid. We're going to tell you all about it at 6:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. You know what's sneaky? A bunch of big corporations buying up local companies you know and love, gutting them, and keeping the name. But you know who's not a sellout? Pinky's Plumbing. That's right. Pinky's Plumbing's values start with their work ethic, honesty, how they treat their employees, and how they care for their customers. Bigger isn't always better, and that's a fact. You should know you're working with a locally owned company that truly values where they live and work. Pinky's Plumbing. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
Yeah, sure thing. Hey, you sold that car yet?
Yeah, sold it to Carvana.
Oh, I thought you were selling to that guy.
The guy who wanted to pay me in foreign currency, no interest, over 36 months? Yeah, no. Carvana gave me an offer in minutes, picked it up, and paid me on the spot. It was so convenient.
Just like that.
Yeah.
No hassle.
None.
That is super convenient. Sell your car to Carvana and swap hassle for convenience. Pickup fees may apply.
Plug in a Hyundai EV and the extraordinary happens. From the charge time and range in the Ioniq 5 and 6 to the adventurous spirit of the Kona Electric to the 601 horsepower Ioniq 5N. Hyundai EVs make the extraordinary electrifying. There's joy in every journey.
EPA estimated 303-mile driving range for 2024 Ioniq 5 SE SEL Limited rear-wheel drive and 361-mile driving range for 2024 Ioniq 6 SE long-range rear-wheel drive with fully charged battery. Actual range may vary. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
Over the weekend, a good bit of the Pacific Northwest got some snow, Steve Migs.
Did you get any?
Oh, we got like the idea of snow. A whisper of snow.
The concept of snow.
Yes, the essence of snow. It would be snowing so hard, and then 5 seconds later, there'd be nothing on the ground.
I honestly thought you were probably going to like open up your front door on Saturday morning to a complete like avalanche of snow, because I was driving home from Vancouver, British Columbia on Friday night. A bunch of us, we went up and wrestled at this place called WrestleCore at the Rickshaw Theater. It was a great time. Driving back after midnight, and all of a sudden we hit the Stanwood exit. And you know, like the scene in Star Wars when it looks like you're going light speed, but all the stars are flying by? That's what it was like with snow. And it
Yikes.
was... and of course, there weren't a lot of cars on the road, so like the roads were just fully covered and people were sliding. It was kind of like a white knuckling kind of moment. But I was like, oh man, Taryn's going to wake up to just like, I was almost going to text you and be like, get the shovel out, lady.
Good luck digging.
So, but no, that wasn't the case.
No, it was very disappointing. What about you?
We had a couple moments where it was dusting, and then a moment yesterday where it just started dumping down with like those big snowflakes.
Oh, yeah.
And my wife Sid she was at church, or she was at whatever. She was at church, actually, and she was doing some stuff with everybody, and she texted me, goes, tell Tatum to go look outside, because we weren't paying attention to what was going on outside. So me and Tatum walked by the window, and Tatum, without even hesitation, it was almost like out of a movie, like where like you're about ready to go to battle with like the bad guys. She just looks at me and goes, let's go. Oh, yeah. And I knew exactly what she wanted to do. We put on the little winter jacket. We got out there, and like, it was so much fun to watch her. Like, she was just in her element, doing the snow angels, trying to pack snowballs, and it was packing. Not the snowballs.
Yeah.
Just hold out a gun. And I grabbed some audio of Tatum just having the best time in the snow. And here it is.
Tatum, what are we doing out here?
Playing in the snow.
Are you making snowballs?
Yeah.
Is this your first time ever making snowballs?
Yeah.
What's your favorite part?
Throwing up.
At who?
That.
Yeah, she now starts chucking these snowballs at me, and then one of them hit me. And it's like one of those moments where it's like, I think she was going for my face, but she kind of caught like the neck, and it like kind of got that spot where like your shirt opens a little bit, and then the ice just starts dripping down. It was like, you know, like that's like, I'd rather you hit me in the face. Like,
thanks,
now it's just
kid.
like, this is just lingering inside of my shirt.
Maybe DJ wants to get snow on her.
Spoiler alert, DJ did not want to get snow on her.
She did not like it.
Well, she liked it at first until Tatum's basically trying to turn DJ into a snow dog.
Okay, let's attack DJ.
The snow's awesome.
The snow's awesome?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Are you going to throw a snowball at me?
Yeah.
Ah! You got me.
That's the moment where she got me.
We didn't have enough snow in the yard. We did not have enough snow in the yard to make one single snowball. Like, it was so light.
We were packing them. We had like a whole like row of snowballs going, chucking them at each other, having the best. Her aim wasn't the best. I totally could have dominated her, but you know, as a good dad, I didn't want to completely crush her spirits.
That's good. That's nice of you.
Then got some hot cocoa, went to Anthem. It was a great snow day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell Barrett any of that because he'll be very jealous. 206-803-ROCK. When you were growing up, Rockaholics, what was your thing to do in the snow? 206-803-ROCK. We're going to take your calls about snow after Audio Slave.
The Daly Migs Show.
What was your thing to do in the snow? Let's talk about snowmobiling, maybe snowball fights, even yellow snow, Steve.
Okay.
Maybe not. But whatever it
Is
might
that your
be.
thing?
No. We want to hear your snow stories. 206-803-ROCK. We've been watching Ice Age a lot, and there's a yellow snow moment,
Sure.
and Barrett thinks it's so funny.
I'm picturing at some point in college, especially in Pullman,
Oh, my God.
I would not be shocked if Taryn Daly spelled her full name in the snow at some point. I'm not saying you spelled it well.
These hips don't lie.
Okay. In honor of Shakira last night at the Grammys, your hips don't lie as well. That's great.
206-803-ROCK. Growing up, what was your thing to do in the snow?
Someone says we had a huge hill in our neighborhood. This is a text at 206-803-ROCK. And we would bust out the snowballs and do all that kind of stuff, but also we would grab our snowboards and go down the hill. That is until my brother took out our neighbor's storage shed. He broke his nose in the process. My parents banned us from doing that ever again.
Ouch.
Yes. Well, you live in a farm area.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's like a lot of open space.
There's a lot of open space.
What would you and your sisters and your brother do?
Well, so we actually grew up in Seattle, so we lived kind of close to Bitter Lake, and there was this awesome hill behind our school there, Broadview Thompson, and you could sled. You could get going so fast and nearly hit the water. So it was always like, is someone going to hit the water? Is someone going to hit the lake? I never saw it, but that was always what we wanted to try to accomplish.
I'm guessing was the water frozen?
Yes.
Okay.
But we could never get going fast enough. We never hit the lake, but it was always what we tried to do.
I was thinking about mine, and it's like it's a tale of like young and innocent and teen and dumb. So like, young and innocent, like my brother and all my friends, whenever like we used to get like when the snow hit sometimes in Brooklyn, New York, like there were times where it was like feet upon feet of snow. And it was awesome as a kid. We'd build these giant mountains where like parking spots would be and like slide down that. But then we got like one of those little like, you know, like for sand castles and things along those lines, but we use it for snow. We would try and build igloos.
Oh, yeah.
And we would build these awesome igloos until we're like, this is amazing. And then we'd get inside of it and just crumble.
Oh, no.
But then as a teen, we were all into, I think it was called skitching.
Yeah.
So do you know it? Okay.
I know it because you've told me what it is before.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know what it was, and it sounded really cool.
And really dangerous. What you would do is when it was snowy and icy out, some would do it with skateboards. Those are a little gnarly. Like they take the wheels and the trucks off their skateboards. And you would grab onto like the bumper or something that you could grab onto on the back of a bus typically. And you would just kind of hold on. And typically they're not going very fast because snowy conditions, but they're still moving. And you would just ride that until you didn't want to do it anymore, and then you'd let go, which seems like I'm shocked that there weren't more news stories of kids being run over by other cars.
What did you call it?
Skitching.
See, because is that the same thing as hooky bobbing? That's what we call it. I mean, that's what we would call it if you were like getting pulled behind a vehicle in the snow.
Hooky bobbing?
Hooky bobbing.
Hooky bobbing sounds amazing. But we would do it without like just on your shoes.
Oh my
God. It was so slushy that it wasn't a problem. And it was like so much fun. Sometimes you fall on your butt and your whole butt would get soaked. But none of us ever got hurt. But looking back on it, what idiots were we trying to do something as dumb as that? Like hickey bobbing?
Hooky bobbing.
Oh, hooky bobbing.
Hooky bobbing.
Hickey bobbing's a whole other thing.
Skitching and hooky bobbing. 206-803-ROCK. Growing up, what was your thing to do in the snow? We used to go up to Stevens Pass quite a bit, and it was the most genius thing my parents would ever do. They'd get themselves a snowy date on the mountain. They'd put all the kids in lessons, and they would go on a snow date.
Oh, that's fun.
So smart.
Got a text that says we had older teens in the neighborhood. We would pull out inner tubes behind their car in the neighborhood when it snowed, and we would just ambush and throw snowballs at the person on the tube. They would pull and chase us. Great times.
I want to do this as a grown-up. 206-803-ROCK. Justin from Ferndale, what did you used to do in the snow?
So funny enough, Karen, I grew up in roughly the same area as you, and I went to Broadview Thompson.
What?
And,
Go Bulldogs!
Oh, yeah. And then, funny enough, I almost went into the lake.
Oh, my God. I'm so jealous. I never even got that close.
Oh, yeah, no. So me and four of my buddies, we got our big inner tube to go out on the lake in the summer. And we shot down that hill as far as we go. We ran down, jumped on, and we bailed at the last second. So our inner tube went like 30 feet into the lake, and we were trying to figure out how to get it out.
Oh, my gosh. Bitter Lake memories, Justin. I love it so much.
A couple of texts said, yep, Taryn, yep, it's the same thing as
hooky bobbing.
Hooky bobbing. Another person says it's actually called skiching. S-K-I-ching.
Oh.
Well, in New York, we pronounce things weird. So I'm not surprised that we call it sketching.
Wait, what did they say it was called?
Skeeching.
Skeeching. Okay.
Yes.
All right. We're learning new things all the time.
Hooky bobbing.
Rockaholics, how would you like to beat Steve? And looking at his record, you do have a little bit of work to do, Rockaholics. He has a record of 31 wins, 20 losses, and 4 ties so far in 2025. 206-803-ROCK. We will play Beat Migs at 6:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
Hiring is a lonely business. Posting jobs, sifting through resumes, interviews with unqualified applicants, being ghosted. What if you could link with dozens of qualified candidates who are ready to work right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. Find us at expresspros.com. One connection, the workforce you need. Problem solved. Express Employment Professionals. ExpressPros.com.
With Fidelity Wealth Management, a dedicated advisor gets to know you and your goals to build a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth. Backed by a team of specialists, they'll analyze all your accounts, even the ones they don't manage, to keep an eye on taxes and provide proactive portfolio insights that can help you unlock your wealth's full potential. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
Is your team at work feeling a little disconnected? Maybe the workflow's not flowing? Try Confluence by Atlassian. Confluence is the connected workspace where teams can create, organize, and deliver work like never before. In Confluence, teams can whiteboard their vision for any project, easily create or access the relevant pages and resources they need, and discover important context they might not even know they need. Plus, AI helps teams jumpstart brainstorms, organize information, and connect workflows, so teams can move efficiently and create alignment with ease. In fact, with Confluence, teams can see 5.2% average boost in productivity in 1 year. So if your team lacks confidence, try Confluence, the connected workspace where teams can do it all. Set knowledge free with Confluence. Learn more at Atlassian.com/confluence. That's ATLASSIAN.com/CONFLUENCE.
Independent financial advisors focus on building a relationship with you that goes beyond your portfolio. As fiduciaries, they must act in your best interest, not just some of the time, but always. That's why Charles Schwab is proud to support them. Visit findyourindependentadvisor.com.
So I actually tried Gemini a couple days ago, the Gemini Live where you can talk to it, and it is really crazy to have a full-on conversation with this thing. I was just messing around, so I asked it to give me ideas for hosting during the holidays. And when it starts giving you results, you can just stop it and say, okay, but what about something low-key for a smaller group? And then it adjusts to that, and you can just keep going until you get an idea you want. I think that's what I would use it for the most, brainstorming stuff. It's so good if you don't know where to start or if you hit a wall, you just go to Gemini. It helps you get the ball rolling. But obviously you can use it for all kinds of stuff. If you want to learn something new, you can have it give you advice, ask it to explain Bitcoin in simple terms, or you can have it quiz you on microbiology. I mean, imagine being a student and you've got this personal tutor on hand. It's hard to explain. You really just have to play around with it, see how it listens to you, responds, adapts to your style of conversation. Just try it out. It's free.
If you have health insurance, you might be able to see a personal dietitian for $0 out of pocket. Nourish connects you with a dietitian that fits your needs, covered by your insurance. Nourish accepts hundreds of insurance plans, and 94% of patients pay $0 out of pocket. Meet with your dietitian online and message them anytime through the Nourish app. With hundreds of 5-star reviews from real patients, you know you're in good hands. Find your dietitian at usenourish.com. That's usenourish.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, there are great connection options to several European cities. Whether it's the romantic streets of Paris or the stunning beaches of Barcelona, Condor will start your vacation and make it even more memorable by offering comfortable and spacious cabins where you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
The Daly Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Joel from Seattle is. Joel, are you there?
Yes, I am.
I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Joel has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yes.
Pork is the meat from which animal?
Say that again?
Pork is the meat from which animal?
Pass.
Valentine's Day will land on what day of the week this year?
Go ahead.
Valentine's Day will land on what day of the week this year?
Friday.
Correct. What grown-ups actor was the highest paid actor in 2024?
The kid on 2.5 Men? I don't know.
No. Do you want to pass?
Yeah, pass.
Which NBA team plays its home games at the Staples Center?
Lakers.
Correct. Vera Wang is best known for which type of dress?
Say that again?
Vera Wang is best known for which type of dress?
Pass.
Oh, Joel. Joel, you dropped a deuce. You got 2 correct.
I did that once.
I
In the
think-
game.
I don't think Joel can hear us that well.
Yeah, Joel, can you not hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I feel like I only got 6 questions.
Yes, you definitely only actually got 5, and you definitely ran out of time.
What's happening?
Welcome back,
Lord.
What's happening here?
You know, this is the way you start off a Monday. It feels like a very Monday game, I will say.
Okay, all right.
I'm going to put Joel on hold.
Steve,
Is Joel not happy?
No,
I think Joel's a little confused, and it's confusing me, too.
Did Joel not know what he was doing on this show today?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Steve, are you ready?
I hope I'm ready.
I don't know.
It's a rough weekend.
Pork is the meat from which animal?
Pork is from a pig?
Yes, thank you.
Porky pig. I never even put that together. That's why they call him Porky Pig.
Valentine's Day will land on what day of the week this year? I didn't put that
Friday.
together either. Yes. What grown-ups actor was the highest paid actor in 2024?
Adam Sandler.
Correct. Which NBA team plays its home games at the Staples Center?
Staples at LA Lakers.
Yes. Vera Wang is best known for which type of dress?
Is that wedding dresses?
It is.
Yeah.
Which chip brand is set to release a beer can chicken flavor?
Pringles.
Correct. Which sculptor created the Statue of David?
Da Vinci?
No.
Leonardo.
No. Wait. Aren't they the same?
Oh, yeah. Raphael.
No.
I'm just
What
naming Ninja Turtles
animated Disney film was released in 1989?
What animated Disney film?
Yes.
In 19... That's oddly specific. The Lady and the Tramp.
No.
Mickey's Playhouse.
No.
Donald's Good Times.
No. Steve,
Ugh.
you got 6 correct.
Feel like
Don't
Joel.
worry, because that is a win. 6-2.
Let's go.
Sorry, Joel.
Poor Joel.
I'm the best. I'm the best.
I jinxed myself because while the game was going on in my head, I don't know. I have I've a play-by-play commentary happening as I'm doing this, and it's like I think Steve's gonna get a perfect game.
I thought that too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was feeling real good.
But you didn't.
Nope, I fell apart.
The sculptor created the Statue of David. It's Michelangelo. And what?
So it was a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, you would have eventually got there. And the animated Disney film that came out in 1989, Danny?
Can I guess?
Yes.
Is it Beauty and the Beast?
No, it's The Little Mermaid. Oh. Well, you still beat Joel, so congrats.
We have a new feature on the Odyssey app where you can leave us a voice message. And Steve, we have been getting some messages on there. Some have proven to be very interesting.
Well, one who hates us.
Oh, good.
Another one is about the Ducks, and we did get a submission for. We said we put the Rockaholics to the test and said, "Hey, come up with a Super Bowl commercial for our show because we're too broke and we don't have the ability to make that happen." But somebody left a voice message with a commercial for us for the Super Bowl.
Oh, I can't wait to
I'm
hear
pretty
it.
fired up about this one.
We're going to slide into our VMs after Blind Melon.
The Daily Migs Show. The Daily Migs Show. Something got you bent and now you need to vent, or you did something bad and you need to repent? Well, slide into our VMs. Yeah, baby, it's time to slide into our VMs. Daily Mix Show.
It's a brand new feature on the Odyssey app where you can leave us a voice message. Maybe you want to say hi or comment on something from the show or even vent about something going on in your life. We just ask that you keep it under a minute, Steve Migs.
Yep, and we got a few voice messages. Some good, some bad, some ugly. Are you ready to start things
bag?
out? Yes. All right, here's our first voice message through the Odyssey app.
Trying to listen on Odyssey to live KISW, but there's no music. It's just a bunch of talk from your morning show, which I gotta say, in the 50 years I've been listening to KISW.
Oh boy, here we go. What's gonna happen? He's probably gonna say this is the greatest experience of my entire life.
I'm feeling that.
Yeah, I get that vibe, right? You're getting that vibe?
Totally getting that
We're all
vibe.
getting that vibe.
Your morning shows have always sucked since John Langan left, okay? I know that's a way back, but play some damn music. Come on, man.
Oh, my God.
I'll just make at least like Bob Rivers, legend.
Nope, they all
Howard
suck.
Stern.
They all suck, Steve.
No, they're all the Red Rottens.
Not a good morning show to be found. Oh,
Thanks
boy.
for the support.
Yeah.
Only that phone had a way for you to listen to music that you want to hear whenever you want to hear it.
Bummer, man.
I know. Our heart goes out to you. Thoughts and prayers. Here's our next voice message.
Hey, this is Bill from Snoqualmie. That duck is still there. I just saw it.
Sarah!
So my friend Keith must have been on something because he said that the duck was gone over the big giant duck, the world's largest duck that's at the Seattle Boat Show. It's still around.
Maybe he needed a break or something. Maybe they just gave him the night off and he's back for another week of boat showing.
They just deflated him, maybe. Yeah. Well, he's up and running apparently. So yeah, you could go check out the big giant duck over at the Seattle Boat Show.
I'm going to. I think he should be here till Friday. So.
And it's with the Lumen Field Event center area.
Yes.
That's where
The parking garage.
where the big giant duck is.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll find out later when it's a little bit brighter out. You can drive by and you'll see it. All right, we got another voice message, and this one is about the Super Bowl spot showdown. I don't know what we're calling it, but where we've encouraged our listeners to just leave a voice message or email us at dms@kisw.com. A fake Super Bowl commercial. It could be like a dramatic one, like a movie trailer. It could be dumb. Dumber the better, of course. Just keep it under a minute, and we'll even add some music to it to make it seem like an actual movie trailer. So somebody did leave us a voice message about that. Are you ready for our first submission in the Daily Migs Super Bowl commercials?
Let's hear it.
All right, here we go.
Some radio shows are professional, polished, predictable. This is not one of those shows. Taryn Daly is a farm girl, hippie with a simple philosophy. Why call a cab when you can walk home? Spoiler alert, she never makes it.
Nope.
Migs is a pro wrestler. He's bald, and he's known for passing out at literally any moment. Don't forget about Danny V. He lives for emo music and pizza. If Sadness had a sound, he'd play it at full volume with extra cheese. And then there's Sarah, 50, married, and still partying harder than everyone half her age. This is not just a radio show. This show is stupid, and I love every second of it. Welcome to the Daily Migs Show. Oh, and yes, Migs is still unconscious.
I do like one of my character descriptions is Migs is bald.
Claim to fame.
Better than being 50.
Well, they're both true.
Oh, yeah, for you, I guess so.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
He was talking about you.
Oh.
So if you want to drop us another Super Bowl commercial, please do so, and we'll play it on the radio.
Oh, that was fantastic.
That guy,
Can't
he crushed
wait
it.
for more.
I think he set the bar kind of high.
Well, speaking of the Super Bowl, it's this weekend. Can you believe that? And for many, besides the commercials, it's all about the nom-noms. It's all about the food, Steve.
Don't ever say that again.
Oh, my God.
The nom-noms? Are we your toddler?
Yes. So we had this idea with the men's room and Ryan Castle to see who might be able to make the best Super Bowl dish between all of us. But there's going to be a twist. And we're going to be joined by the men's room at 7:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. You know what's sneaky? A bunch of big corporations buying up local companies you know and love, gutting them, and keeping the name. But you know who's not a sellout? Pinky's Plumbing. That's right. Pinky's Plumbing's values start with their work ethic, honesty, how they treat their employees, and how they care for their customers. Bigger isn't always better, and that's a fact. You should know you're working with a locally owned company that truly values where they live and work. Pinky's Plumbing. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
Hiring is a lonely business. Posting jobs, sifting through resumes, interviews with unqualified applicants, being ghosted. What if you could link with dozens of qualified candidates who are ready to work right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. Find us at expresspros.com. One connection, the workforce you need. Problem solved. Express Employment Professionals. expresspros.com.
Working as a dedicated Fidelity advisor, I always ask, what's important to you? I'll look at those priorities and goals alongside your full financial picture to build a comprehensive plan designed to help grow and protect your wealth. With proactive portfolio insights and an eye on taxes, I'm here to help you make the most of your money. I'm Laura Maxwell, and I'm a dedicated Fidelity advisor. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
Alcoholic Super Bowl is just a few short days away. It's the Eagles versus the Chiefs. Are we all rooting for the Eagles?
I'm just rooting for both to lose.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Well, we kind of had this crazy idea that we should bring the men's room into a competition with our show.
It's so nice that they got up so early to join us.
Thank you.
Good
Morning. It's awesome.
Guys, you
Awesome.
look great. How many cups of coffee have you had so far?
The competition should be more fun than the Super Bowl. It should be a good game. I just don't want to see either of them in it. I know, or either of them win. You know what I mean? I think it'll be a great game. It sucks that it's them.
Well, I feel like most of us have a little bit of culinary talent, except maybe Sarah.
Wow.
I have absolutely none.
She can't
None.
boil water.
Oh, cool.
I almost set the house on fire when I
You think
tried.
a Subway sub is, delicious?
I love Subway. Don't you say that?
Wait a second. You have hate for Subway subs?
No, I don't have hate for them. I just like Potbelly.
So,
That's my jam right there. Yeah.
Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's.
So this,
I like eating at the Met, but I'd also eat at Dick's.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
it's called balance.
Fair enough.
So we had this wild idea that maybe we would pull out some of the most popular dishes for Super Bowl Sunday and randomly distribute these dishes amongst us and then have a little bit of a cook-off to see who has the superior cooking skills.
Now, wait. Because, like, Sarah and Migs, you guys don't eat meat, right?
I'm a plant-based weirdo.
Yeah.
And she's a vegetarian.
No, Sarah's just weird. I get it. But still, I mean,
she's
like,
just a weirdo.
So, like, as far as, like, a Super Bowl dish that you would be excited to see, like, you go to someone's house, they're having a Super Bowl party, like, what do you want to eat? I know, celery and carrots.
Yeah.
Sad food.
A veggie
And
tray.
chips.
Deviled eggs.
Okay, chips. Right.
Guacamole.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Ted, we can't have deviled eggs either.
Why not? What's wrong with deviled eggs? They're delicious.
Eggs.
That's a pre-animal.
Oh,
It's not an animal yet.
Yeah,
It's not an animal.
You said you're vegetarian.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
It's
It's
almost- I
an
already have the
animal
sausage.
byproduct.
Can I make sausage dip? It's already a banger.
I mean, it is a banger. They just won't get to eat
So
it.
does this mean, are we picking our own stuff to bring in, or how are we doing this?
The idea was, just to keep it interesting, that we would come up with a list of Super Bowl sides. We'll call them super sides. And then because I could just go home and make mac and cheese and it would be great.
Right. I could
But
bring
to
in a
make
bag
it-
of chips.
To make it more difficult, we will draw these at random and then you will have to make the dish. But here's the kicker. You can't look up a recipe. You
boy.
just have to make it.
Okay. So we're going
right.
to pull a dish and make it to the best of our ability without looking at it.
Correct. And back to Sarah real quick. I mentioned this to her this morning, and like chili cheese dip is in there, for example. And she goes, I don't even know what's in that. I go, well, chili and cheese. And you know what she said to me? What's chili?
I've been a vegetarian my entire life.
There's vegetarian chili. It's one of the staples
I don't
for
eat
vegetarians.
vegetables. I know what asparagus is, man.
It's a bad cop out, Sarah.
But if you go to can I just get a can of chili? Is that all chili is?
You can do whatever you want.
And then mix it with cheese?
If you pick chili.
I'm saying if I get a meat product,
Why
y'all
don't we
might
wait
die.
and see?
Please do not pull that.
Why don't we wait and see what we pick before we start
so nervous.
being hypothetical?
What kind of private parts do women have? I have no idea.
I'm not a woman.
I've always had a penis.
I'm a vegetarian.
Come on.
You're not a woman. I get it. I get
That's
it.
a
You
bad
wouldn't know.
excuse.
Okay.
So right here, we have a cup
right.
filled with Super Bowl super sides, and everybody's going to pick one. Who do we want to start with? Mike, you want to pull one?
Yeah, let's have Mike pick first.
Okay.
And I get... Oh, I'm making quesadillas. I'm
That is
quesadillas.
Quesadillas. You better, I'm a little scared that mine's going to be like chicken wings or something like that.
That would be great.
I've got sliders.
Ooh.
All right.
Oh, no, they have no meat in them.
Anything can go on a slider.
Are you going to make
And
meat?
you're going to make meatless sliders.
I'm going to do a plant-based slider.
No, you're
damn
not.
it, man.
No,
you're not. There's one with like brie that's delicious.
Oh my God.
That's getting a little too fancy, Ted.
Oh my God.
Guys,
Sliders, baby.
I have selected pigs in a blanket.
Ooh, all right.
Pigs in a blanket.
But she lives in Stanwood. She might take it literally.
Right.
I got mac and cheese.
Okay. All right. Thank God.
I do that one.
You get a box and you get some milk.
Wait, this has to be homemade, right? We're not.
I really wanted mac and cheese.
Okay. All right.
If she got
All right,
chili.
what are you going to get?
Oh, this is fun. Loaded potato skins.
Ooh,
Okay.
All right. Including bacon. You got to put bacon on there.
Pulled pork or all kinds of stuff.
I like where your head is at. And if anyone knows loaded, it's Ryan Castle. They're soaked in vodka.
Do you realize how hard those are to make? How time consuming those are?
That's okay.
Okay.
That's okay.
You got
I got buffalo chicken dip.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait,
simple.
you're already the dip king.
I was saying, haven't you made that?
Yes.
Oh, you know how to make that?
Mac and cheese.
Miles?
What do you got?
Meatballs.
Meatball.
Oh, there you go. Meatballs. Well, I mean, I'm
Why
not
do you
making
sound disappointed, man?
I'm not making them plant because you know why?
Do not make plant-based meatballs.
I'm not making.
I'm not making buffalo chicken dip. I'm making chicken dip.
Oh, you're not doing chicken with
No,
two
wait.
Ks?
So,
No.
Okay, when I make meatballs, so I can make it any kind of meatball I want.
Yeah. You could do
Aren't you
ostrich and
Italian?
squirrel.
Well, that's the problem. People want them little tiny ones.
The
that are
little,
like
like,
crap.
No, thinking like cocktail meatballs
With, like, the
sauce,
tangy
you know?
sauce.
Eat them with the toothpick.
Oh God!
Come on.
All right.
All right, Thrill, what do we got?
Oh, queso dip.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so we got
We have to
one for
pick
Danny.
whatever.
Sarah, you want to pick for Danny?
I say we pick whatever the worst thing is in there and just say that's just what we picked. You know, that's true. Yeah.
Roasted quail.
You know he's gonna roasted quail.
Sorry, Danny.
I have that every year at Super Bowl.
Jalapeno poppers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's from New
so
Mexico.
bad. Yeah,
He's
we-
from New Mexico. That's right in his wheelhouse.
Okay, he'll
You
get
can use
that.
that hot green
Yeah, you
chili.
can't be there from there and not know how to make that.
So what? You guys are going to prepare your meals, come on our show, and we're going to judge them. That's
All right,
correct.
What you want to do?
Which I think that would work. And then we'll come on your show later in the week and then give you guys what we made.
Oh,
and
we'll
you-
judge.
You're putting meat in yours. You're putting meat in yours.
Count
I'm
on it.
definitely putting meat in mine. So you're putting.
I got
meat in
loaded
yours.
potato skins. They're going to be full of
You're
meat.
gonna have to. You're gonna have to eat meat.
No.
Yes, you are.
It'll be Sarah's first time ever.
Every dish involves meat on our side.
That's so fun. So
how
Aaron
can
and
you-
Danny are the only ones that are going to judge on
You
our
can't
show.
judge it. You just smell it. I mean, what the hell?
I
It
think
doesn't
Sarah
count.
has had meat in her mouth. It's just a guess of mine.
All right. Okay.
Wait, if I lick the meat and don't eat the meat, that's okay, right?
Yes.
You know what? That'd be fair. Like, you
Now you
don't
sound
have
like
to
Sarah.
chew it and
Lick
consume
the
it.
Can he chew it and spit it out like a wine tasting?
Yeah.
How about that? Yeah, vegans can put it in their mouth. They just can't swallow it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's kind of like soaking.
It's kind of like a lot of things, Ted. All right, game on, guys. Meatballs for me. Ted, what do you got again?
Buffalo chicken dip.
Okay.
Queso dip.
Loaded potato skins.
Mac and cheese.
Pigs in a blanket.
Sliders, plant-based.
Quesadillas. Okay.
Let's go.
Plant-based.
This Thursday, we're going to go to the men's room and have our super sides judged very harshly. And on Friday morning, we're going to invite the men's room and Ryan Castle to our show to have their super sides judged. Are you guys excited?
Harshly. Let's go. I'm nervous.
The Grammys were last night, and besides the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, and Gojira, it was very tough to find any rock representation. Very sad, once again. But there was once a time that there was a rock representation, Steve Migs, and
Yes.
we're going to put ourselves to the test. You're going to test us.
I'm going to test you guys to see how well you know the rock bands that have won a lot of Grammys.
We're going to do that test after Linkin Park.
The Daily Migs Show.
Last night, the Grammys happened.
Yes.
I didn't watch.
You
but
didn't watch. I watched about 2/3 of it. Brian Castle, did you watch any of it?
I saw some Instagrammable moments.
That's what I watched. I watched
You
the
know what?
Instagram version.
You guys are a lot smarter than me. Just go on social media and they'll give you all the highlights.
That is true every day.
Big takeaway, Beyonce and Kendrick Lamar were the big winners.
Yes.
And then when it comes to rock, there was not a lot of representation. And this is obviously a trend that I feel like we've been seeing for the last several years now.
Oh, yeah. They stopped airing the rock parts of it a long time ago. It's like pre-show.
Right.
Yeah.
You usually know who won the rock categories
Right.
before they even started the show. And good luck finding a rock band that's going to
Well,
perform.
here's the good news for the rock performers. You don't have to hang out for the whole thing.
That's a great point. The after party starts now. Right. Best rock performance went to the Beatles for Now and Then.
That was the AI song.
Yes.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
How you gonna argue with Beatles?
The best rock album Hackney Diamonds from the Rolling Stones.
Again, how are you going to fight with the Rolling
What is it,
Stones?
1968? What are we doing here?
Did Andrew Watt have like every song in that category anyway, or every album in that category?
The record producer guy. Yeah, I saw he was celebrating, so I thought, because he produced the Pearl Jam record. I'm like, Pearl Jam won a Grammy. It's like, no, it's the Rolling... Which, I have to say, like, I'm not a big Rolling Stones fan. That album, the songs I heard off of it are fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Best metal performance?
Is it the
no
Beatles?
surprise.
Yeah.
It is not the Beatles. Gojira
I saw
from
that.
the Olympics, which was so well-deserved.
Yeah. I think Judas Priest was also up for it. Some people were bummed about that. I'm like, you know what? I'm fine either way.
Yep. But there was once a time where rock mattered in the world of the Grammys. And a lot of rock bands have won a lot of Grammys over the years, Steve Migs. So you want to put us to the test.
Yes, I got you here and Ryan Castle. You both are just music freaks. And then we got Danny and Sarah to help you out as well.
Oh, great.
I found the rock bands. I did a lot of research. And by research, I went on ChatGPT and said, hey, what are the rock bands that have won the most Grammys of all time? And it spit it out for me. So I have the top rock bands that have won the most Grammys in the rock world. So I found their songs. I isolated their tracks. We're going to go track by track. I'll add a different track as we go along.
All right.
All right. So this one is the top rock band that has won the most Grammys, and it is 22 Grammys that they've won over the course of their career. Are you guys ready to go track by track?
Sure. Yes.
All right.
It's
a little drums. I'll throw some drums in there.
Is that you too?
Bam!
Dang it, I was going to say that, but then I lost confidence.
It's Streets Have No Name?
Yes.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay, Ryan.
You know, to be fair, when he said they won the most Grammys, U2 was one of the bands that popped into my head, so I was kind of leaning in that direction in the first place. Just goes to show what the Grammys know.
You know, I heard when I was grabbing this, I'm like, you know what? Once again, I fall down that rabbit hole. I'm like, I should listen to more U2. This is a great song. And then I listened to a few more songs. I'm like, why did I put myself through that?
I would never.
No, I was right the first time.
Yeah.
I like this band.
They're good in doses, and my dose is like 30 seconds.
Sometimes I like to hear some U2, occasionally.
All right, this band, 15 Grammys at number 2.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Start off, maybe we'll start off with the drums. All right, how about a little bass?
Oh, I know this.
Oh, so I.
Do you guys need a little guitar, maybe?
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you guys a little bit of guitar right now.
Oh, it's Foo Fighters.
Who got it?
I knew that beat. Yeah, I knew the beat. I'm like, God, what is that?
I could not put it together.
They won Grammys for Wasting Light, Medicine at Midnight, a bunch of other rock song categories as well. But who got it first? I think it might have been Ryan, right?
Yeah.
That's all right. Taryn whooped my ass last time, but I think there was something wrong with my headphones.
That's what it was, yes. Okay, this rock band, 9 Grammys of all, which is funny because I think like Kendrick Lamar might have gotten 9 Grammys yesterday. I'm not positive, but I think
again shows what the Grammys know.
Yeah. All right, we'll start off with drums once again.
Is this the Who?
No, not the Who.
Like Eminence Front.
And a little bass.
Is this Metallica?
Bam, nailed it.
Oh, man. Wow, I wasn't even close. Eminence Front.
Got the guitars there.
Eminence Front. It's a put on.
Remember when they got screwed by Jethro Tull?
That's right.
Still one of the greatest moments ever in Grammy history.
And Justice for All.
Yes.
Yeah.
They ended up getting a Grammy for one, and then on St. Anger, Dystopia as well. But
St. Anger won a Grammy? Once again, shows what the Grammys know.
What is happening over there?
Dude, the best Grammy for best use of a snare drum.
Best use for a wet paper bag.
Good work, teams. Rockaholics, how would you like to beat Steve? He has a current record of 32 wins, 20 losses, and 4 ties in 2025. You're letting him get away. 206-803-ROCK. Give us a call now, and we will play Beat Migs at 7:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
Wow. What's up? I just bought and financed a car through Carvana in minutes. You? The person who agonized 4 weeks over whether to paint your walls eggshell or off-white bought and financed a car in minutes? They made it easy. Transparent terms, customizable down and monthly. Didn't even have to do any paperwork. Wow. Mm-hmm. Hey, have you checked out that spreadsheet I sent you for our dinner options?
Finance your car with Carvana and experience total control. Financing subject to credit approval.
Look,
We're all human. We push-pull doors, we blow on ice cream to cool it down, and sometimes we forget to check our blind spots. That's why the 2025 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid offers class-leading advanced safety features. Like an available blind spot view monitor, which shows you a live video feed of your blind spots. Because the Tucson Hybrid is made for humans who are just that, human. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for details.
Is your team at work feeling a little disconnected? Maybe the workflow's not flowing? Try Confluence by Atlassian. Confluence is the connected workspace where teams can create, organize, and deliver work like never before. In Confluence, teams can whiteboard their vision for any project, easily create or access the relevant pages and resources they need, and discover important context they might not even know they need. Plus, AI helps teams jumpstart brainstorms, organize information, and connect workflows, so teams can move efficiently and create alignment with ease. In fact, with Confluence, teams can see 5.2% average boost in productivity in 1 year. So if your team lacks confidence, try Confluence, the connected workspace where teams can do it all. Set knowledge free with Confluence. Learn more at Atlassian.com/confluence. That's Atlassian.com/CONFLUENCE.
So I used Gemini for the first time the other day, and the most impressive thing to me was just talking to it. You go live with it, and then it's just like you're having a conversation. You can just talk about your day or have it explain something to you or start brainstorming ideas. Let me give you an example. I pretended I have a job interview coming up and asked it to help me prep for the interview. It immediately started suggesting common questions I might get asked. Then I started talking through my answers out loud, and it would give me feedback. And it's all happening in real time, like I'm talking to a career coach or something. That's just what I tried first, but you can talk to it about anything. And I honestly think that's the magic of it, how you can just have this back and forth, and it's all seamless. If you haven't tried it yet, it's definitely worth checking out. You'll see what I mean.
Auto insurance rates are on the rise, which is why you should call Vern Fonk Insurance. Vern Fonk could save you up to 20% on your auto insurance. The pros at Vern Fonk will do all the work, comparing different plans to find you the best options. And they can insure you over the phone. One call to Vern Fonk could save you up to 20%. Call 206-408-5094. 206-408-5094.
Remember to honk when you drive by Vern Fonk.
Restrictions apply based on a Q3 2023 study of Vern Fonk insurance customers who reported saving when they switched. License number 1070622.
If you have health insurance, you might be able to see a personal dietitian for $0 out of pocket. Nourish connects you with a dietitian that fits your needs, covered by your insurance. Nourish accepts hundreds of insurance plans, and 94% of patients pay $0 out of pocket. Meet with your dietitian online and message them anytime through the Nourish app. With hundreds of 5-star reviews from real patients, you know you're in good hands. Find your dietitian at usenourish.com. That's usenourish.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, there are great connection options to several European cities. Whether it's the romantic streets of Paris or the stunning beaches of Barcelona, Condor will start your vacation and make it even more memorable by offering comfortable and spacious cabins where you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Zach from Tacoma is. Zach, are you there?
I'm here.
I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
Did you do the cheat sheet?
There was no
I did not do the cheat sheet.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Good point.
I'm like, wait a sec, was there?
But there will be one today at
All right,
5:40.
good.
Heck yeah.
Even playing ground then.
Yes.
Let's go.
For those playing at home, Zach has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you'll only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready, Sarah.
Where can you get a Crunch Wrap Supreme?
Taco Bell.
Yes. What is the longest mountain range in the world?
Is that the Rockies?
No.
The Andes.
Yes. What band has the hit songs The Anthem and Lifestyles of the Rich and the Famous?
Is that Weezer?
No.
No, pass.
What 70s fashion jewelry changed colors according to skin temperature?
Oh, is that like a mood ring?
It is. What is considered the happiest language in the world?
The happiest?
Yes.
Spanish?
Yes. What soft drink is reportedly bringing back their creamy coconut flavor?
Oh, is that Dr. Pepper?
It is. The next leap day will happen in what year?
Leap Day. 28?
Yes.
2028? Yeah.
Yes. What MLB player was nicknamed the Yankee Clipper?
The Yankee Clipper. Pass.
The soundtrack of which Disney animated feature includes many Elvis Presley songs?
Is that Elvis? Oh, shoot. Is that Tarzan? No.
No. Zach, you got 6 correct, though.
Okay.
It felt like more.
It did feel like more, and I know that Steve's not going to know a few of those.
He better not.
Yeah.
But he's such a good guesser, though.
I know, but I'm Team Zach Attack.
Yeah, me too.
Let's go.
Danny is not, but no one listens to Danny anyway.
Danny's a loser.
Wow.
I've never agreed more with you, Taryn, in my life than what you just said.
So
Steve,
glad Danny's back here.
are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
Where can you get a Crunch Wrap Supreme?
Taco Bell.
Yes. What is the longest mountain range in the world?
The Rockies?
No.
The Adirondacks.
No. Wow.
The Dolly Partons.
No. Ooh. What band has the hit songs The Anthem and Lifestyles of the Rich and the Famous?
Good Charlotte.
You know it. What 70s fashion jewelry changed colors according to skin temperature?
What
70s fashion jewelry?
Mood ring.
Yes. What is considered the happiest language in the world?
I'm going to go English.
No.
I bet Swedish.
No.
Italian.
No. What soft drink is reportedly bringing back their creamy coconut flavor?
Pepsi?
No.
Dr. Pepper.
Correct. The next leap day will happen in what year?
2028.
Correct. What MLB player was nicknamed the Yankee Clipper?
Joe DiMaggio.
Correct. The soundtrack of which Disney animated feature includes many Elvis Presley songs?
Oh, crap. Moana?
No.
Have you even seen Moana?
Yeah.
It's always your answer.
I just love The Rock. Any chance to help, get the propaganda out there for Moana, I'm going to do it.
Well, Steve, you got 6 correct, which makes it a tie, 6-6. That's better
Steve,
than
this is
losing.
the third time we have tied.
What the hell is going on here?
We got a rivalry, man. I should have gotten Joe DiMaggio, though. I'm sorry.
You were thinking rivalry. I'm like, did we just become best friends?
Yeah, I know. I thought the best friends thing too. He did know that the Andes is the longest mountain range.
Andes.
He also knew that Spanish is considered the happiest language in the world.
I was going to guess that, but I'm like, no, that's kind of like, no, French is the love language.
That's the love language.
Yeah.
And then you both did know the soundtrack of the Disney movie that has many Elvis Presley songs.
Lilo and Stitch.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Same. I mean, you always confuse the two, so.
Yeah, because that's like the Ohana means family or something like that. Yeah.
Yes. Well, congrats on time.
Moana means family.
That, to me, it does.
There was a Nirvana reunion. So what do you think? Is this going to be something that's a regular thing, Steve Migs?
I'm hearing some rumors. I don't know if that's true or not. Kind of mind-blowing if that was the case.
You'll hear how the reunion went after Guns N' Roses.
The Daily Migs Show.
Dave Grohl, Chris Novoselic, and Pat Smear reunited for a surprise Nirvana set during the Fire Aid benefit concert that took place last week.
What incredible job they did with that, the entire production of it and all the bands from Green. I mean, there's a lot of bands I don't know what they are. They're like not my wheelhouse, but seeing Green Day and No Doubt was pretty freaking cool. And raising a bunch of money for a great cause.
Certainly. And they had some guest vocalists, obviously. St. Vincent, Kim Gordon, Joan Jett, and even Violet Grohl, who is Dave's oldest daughter.
Which I thought was really cool to see. So we have a sample of each singer. I guess we can kind of pick which ones we like best. Because it was mixed reviews. Honestly, not all the vocals were great. But I was just so happy to see those guys up on stage, and it was just fun to watch and see Dave behind the drums again. And it was just, I thought it was cool. But here's the first song that they did, which was Nirvana song by the Breed, and St. Vincent. She was the one singing. Now, based on the comments and the comments from all the fans out there, I'd say if you had to like put an order from best to worst, she would be in the worst category. Not many people were very pleased. Honestly, I didn't think it was anything that great either.
I didn't think it was either. It sounded like the song was like getting away from her a lot of the time. Like she was trying to play catch up a little bit almost.
Like, I don't know. They owe her a favor. I feel like every time they get together, they must be friends with her.
Yeah.
I know she won a couple Grammys, so what the hell do I know? But every time they bring her up, she's always my least favorite. So next up was Kim Deal, and I swear Kim Deal.
Gordon.
Kim Gordon?
From Sonic Youth.
My bad. Sorry, I wrote Kim Deal. Kim Gordon, you're right. Kim Deal was from
Pixies and Breeders.
Yeah. So Kim Gordon, who apparently must be dealing with being in the 70s, no different than Pete Carroll. Both of them are ageless. Like, I was like, there's no way she's in her 70s.
She looked awesome.
And here she is singing School, another great Nirvana song. Now, I saw the comments, and I know that a lot of people weren't really feeling her performance either. I liked it only because I know Kurt Cobain was a huge Sonic Youth fan. They went on tour with them. So I think for that reason alone, if you know, and she's more of the bassist, and she did a lot of backing vocals, but like, I think for that reason, Kurt would probably be like pretty stoked to see, like, you know, one of his favorite musicians singing one of his songs.
A lovely homage.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, I don't think they should be hiring her to be the singer of the band. No. All right, here's Territorial Pissings. This one's Joan Jett.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much everything I said about Kim Gordon, I feel like I can say the same. It's like, all right.
She was just up there punk rocking her little heart out. It was awesome.
I truly feel like these are those situations where, like, if you're there, it's like, oh, this is amazing. And I enjoyed it. But I think the highlight, honestly, was Dave Grohl's daughter, Violet. She came up there, and granted, it was a little bit more of a subdued song, so I think it worked well for her voice, but they did all apologies.
I have goosebumps all over my body right now.
It was cool towards the end because, you know, at the end of the song, it's Kurt and Dave doing the like harmonies together, and this time it was father-daughter. And that had to be a trip for Dave. Like, there you are doing songs that you don't typically play a lot anymore, and I'm sure it's very emotional, and he's going through some stuff right now, and this is the first time he's now up on stage in front of thousands upon thousands of people, millions watching outside of that, and you're performing with your daughter. It's got to be like such a mind F.
It was an amazing moment. I mean, I think you and I were talking about like tearing up. It was very emotional.
Well, the entire thing was like, I realized like, this is going to sound so freaking cheesy, but music does really heal, like in a sense. Like, you're watching and you can just see the people there, and a lot of people have been impacted by all the crap that's going on with the wildfires, and like, and I'm watching it at home and just seeing like No Doubt back together, and just the joy that so many people watching had. I was like, yeah, this is exactly what the people of California needed right now.
It was an amazing night for sure.
But then there's rumors of them that potentially Nirvana is going to get back together and do a tour. I don't know if that's just somebody that put it out there into the world and people are picking up on it. I mean, I would go.
Absolutely.
But I don't know. Like, I feel like they might want to do they got to make a search to find the right person for it. I love that I know that they only end up using female singers, and that seems like a cool thing. And I think it's something that Kurt Cobain would have probably really dug. And I like that you're not going down the road of, trying to find someone who sounds like Kurt.
For sure.
But yeah, that would be really interesting if they ended up doing something like that.
There is a wintry mix predicted to hit Seattle by noon today, Rockaholics, and this is going to spread across the Puget Sound throughout the day. If it does get heavy enough, that means that the evening commute is probably going to be a little bit rough, so please do be safe out there. Many people already preparing, while others are busy complaining. So let's go straight to the comments at 8:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. You know what's sneaky? A bunch of big corporations buying up local companies you know and love, gutting them, and keeping the name. But you know who's not a sellout? Pinky's Plumbing. That's right. Pinky's Plumbing's values start with their work ethic, honesty, how they treat their employees, and how they care for their customers. Bigger isn't always better, and that's a fact. You should know you're working with a locally owned company that truly values where they live and work. Pinky's Plumbing. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
Yeah, sure thing. Hey, you sold that car yet?
Yeah, sold it to Carvana.
Oh, I thought you were selling to that guy.
The guy who wanted to pay me in foreign currency, no interest, over 36 months? Yeah, no. Carvana gave me an offer in minutes, picked it up, and paid me on the spot. It was so convenient.
Just like that.
Yep.
No hassle.
None.
That is super convenient.
Sell your car to Carvana and swap hassle for convenience. Pickup fees may apply.
Plug in a Hyundai EV and the extraordinary happens. From the charge time and range in the Ioniq 5 and 6 to the adventurous spirit of the Kona Electric to the 601 horsepower Ioniq 5N. Hyundai EVs make the extraordinary electrifying. There's joy in every journey.
EPA estimated 303-mile driving range for 2024 Ioniq 5 SE SEL Limited rear-wheel drive and 361-mile driving range for 2024 Ioniq 6 SE long-range rear-wheel drive with fully charged battery. Actual range may vary. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
Everyone knows social media is a time suck, and what you're about to hear proves it. If it's online, someone, somewhere, has an opinion and is whining about it. So let's get straight to the comments.
There's a winter weather advisory in effect for a good chunk of western Washington. We've got more snow in the forecast. Temperatures are going to be low.
Yep. They always say early in the morning, be careful because of the ice on the roads.
It's going to be hazardous out there, so just be very safe if you're doing travel today and the rest of the week, Rockaholics. A lot of people, though, have opinions about this snow. So we're going to go straight to the comments.
In honor of the Grammys last night, and Kanye West and his girlfriend getting escorted out of the Grammys by police because of her outfit where it looked like she was pretty much just naked, we've enlisted the help of Robot Kanye.
Yes.
So Robot Kanye, is going to read the comments that we found online because a lot of people, like you said, are losing their mind about the snow. Snowmageddon 2025 is happening. Are you ready for the first comment?
Yes.
About the snow here in the Pacific Northwest, as read to us by Robot Kanye.
Oh, for f***'s sake, you know we get snow every year, and every year it's the same thing. Everybody starts losing their shit. If snow scares you, stay the f*** home and let the adults drive to work.
I do agree with that last part.
Let the adults drive to work. Do you feel like you're a good driver in the snow?
I got, pardon the term, a crash course in how to drive in the snow when I was over in Pullman because we had a ton of snow.
That helped me too in Plattsburgh, New York, where you just get dumped on. Even in New York as well. Like I wouldn't say I'm a great driver in the snow. I'm very cautious.
I'm cautious. I'm confident but cautious, but I do always worry about the other people that have no idea what they're doing.
I get so nervous when you see somebody driving and you can just tell they don't give an F and they think, oh, I got a big truck. I'm going to be able to get around. And then like a few miles later, you see them off onto the side of the road because they just lost control and they went into like some kind of like a divider thing or something along those lines. Like, yeah, you maybe should tone it down as far as the amount of miles per hour you're going.
Let the adults drive.
Here's our next comment by Robot Kanye.
You know what's more hazardous than driving in the snow? Distracted drivers. Yesterday, I saw a woman using a breast milk pump while driving.
So is he complaining or is he bragging?
I mean, I pumped in some weird places, but never when I was driving.
That sounds like a terrible idea. Just knowing how my wife, when she was having a pump, I'm like, that seems like that's a lot of effort. And
it is.
At least she had one of those nice, fancy wireless ones.
Ooh.
Sid's was a plug-in.
Fire in the wood stove, wine in the glass, salmon in the oven, Groundhog Day DVD ready. Bring on some winter weather. It's party time.
All right.
I mean, does the Punxsutawney Phil, does he just see his shadow every time now?
No, he just sees the movie Groundhog Day. That sounds like something Danny would do. He'd watch the same movie over and over and over again.
How did you know what I was doing tonight, Steve?
That was your comment, apparently.
Your mom is hazardous, but I'm still going to do her in the morning.
Wow.
Let's go. That got aggressive.
Aggressive robot Kanye. One more comment about the snow here in the Pacific Northwest.
It's my favorite time of the year. I love watching drivers try going up a hill only for their car to slide down. Ping-ponging off random cars. LOL.
Do you remember that montage, though, from a couple of years ago during the ice storm? That was insanity.
Not only remember the videos that were going out, we also lived it when we had the old, when we worked at the old building, because we were right at the kind of like the base of Capitol Hill. Oh. And when you looked out our window, there was a steep-ass hill. And during the winter, that was like one of the things we would always do is just like, all right, let's watch somebody try and go up this hill and realize that they don't have four-wheel drive or they just aren't able to get their car all the way up. And then you start watching, like, is it going to hit a car or not? And a few times, sure as that, it did hit a car.
Be safe out there, Rockaholics. The Grammys did go down last night. If you missed out on anything that happened, we're going to recap some of the highlights, maybe some of the lowlights too, Steve.
Absolutely.
When we tell you what's trending after Soundgarden.
The Daily Migs Show.
Migs Show.
Your mom is hazardous, but I'm still going to do her in the morning.
We know that many of you are just waking up and trying to get through your morning, trying to make sense of the world of pop culture. And there's so much happening out there that we're going to help you out by telling you what's trending.
Stranded on the Daily Migs Show. Stranded, let's go. Let's go.
The Grammys took place last night, obviously all about the music, but there was a bunch of support for everyone in Los Angeles on the heels of the devastating wildfires that took place in LA. So there were some musical tributes that we need to note.
Oh, also, and they were like telling everybody, all like the rich people there, like donate money. There's QR codes. They put the QR codes on TV. I think they ended up raising over $7 million.
It's amazing.
Really cool. Yeah.
So one of the highlights was when Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars took the stage to do California Dreaming by the Mamas and Papas.
Bruno Mars could do anything, man. He's got such a great voice.
He does.
I mean, she's okay, too. I'm kidding. She's got incredible pipes.
I love Gaga.
Lord, I got down on my knees, and I pretend to pray.
The Mamas and Papas lived in Laurel Canyon outside, or like in the LA area. So it was a perfect tribute, a perfect song for that. And then the show ended with local firefighters coming on stage to be cheered on by the crowd and announce Album of the Year, which ended up going to Beyonce for Cowboy Carter.
I'm just so happy she finally got that Album of the Year.
We didn't want to hear about it for another year.
In a way, I'm glad that the fires seem to be more of a focus and like helping people out, because I felt like underneath all that, if there wasn't that, it almost felt like everybody kept bringing up how, this is her year, this is her year. It's like, okay, we get it. Great.
She did win Country Album of the Year.
I know,
as well.
I saw that too.
Big night for Beyonce.
Also, Best New Artist, it's the artist Chappelle Roan.
Chapel Roan.
Chappelle. It's Dave Chappelle. He roams around town and sings songs with makeup on. It's bonkers, I swear, about a pony and it's pink, I think. It's crazy. I even checked with him beforehand. I'm like, it's Chapel Roan. And then I go Chappelle Roan.
Tell us more, Grandpa.
Gather around. We're going to listen to this thing called the radio, and they play music, kiddies. Oh, man, but yet... I don't know if you caught the opening monologue by Trevor Noah, who did a great job. I think he does a fantastic job as the host of the Grammys. But I don't understand why they put him out into the crowd while he's telling the jokes. It's so awkward because all the celebrities around him, and you could tell all of them are kind of like fake laughing or just look kind of confused or they're just not paying attention to him. But Chapel Roan stood out like a sore thumb. I said it's almost like the scene from like Edward Scissorhands where like he's all of a sudden mixing with everybody and everyone's like, what in the hell? Because she's got the crazy makeup on and like she doesn't really hide her feeling. Like she wasn't laughing at anything. When everyone's clapping, instead of clapping, she's like waving a fan. It was just out there. I was like mesmerized by her. But I was like, you know what? We need more Chapel Roans in this world because she's unapologetically herself. And I did love her acceptance speech for her Best New Artist because she kind of called out the record industry.
I told myself if I ever won a Grammy and I got to stand up here in front of the most powerful people in music. I would demand that labels and the industry profiting millions of dollars off of artists would offer a livable wage and health care, especially to developing artists. Labels, we got you, but do you got us?
She had her whole notebook out.
And she was just dropped by her record company. No, I'm kidding. They're not going to drop her. They're making a lot of money off of her, so feel free to take shots at us all you want.
And then Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us, that won multiple awards, including Song of the Year and Record of the Year, and he's the halftime performer at the Super Bowl.
But most importantly, thank you, Grammys, for giving us a spotlight and showing love for Shakira. Just wanted to throw it out there.
That's it.
Yeah, there's no audio. It's just, I watched it mute. No.
Did her hips lie this time?
Her hips were fibbing left and right, let me tell you. It was incredible. Danny, I suggest you go back and watch Shakira's performance.
How would you like a shot at beating Steve? He has a record of 32 wins, 20 losses, and 5 ties in 2025. The number to call is 206-803-ROCK, and we will play Beat Migs at 8:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
With Fidelity Wealth Management, a dedicated advisor gets to know you and your goals to build a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth. Backed by a team of specialists, they'll analyze all your accounts, even the ones they don't manage, to keep an eye on taxes and provide proactive portfolio insights that can help you unlock your wealth's full potential. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
Hiring is a lonely business. Posting jobs, sifting through resumes, interviews with unqualified applicants, being ghosted. What if you could link with dozens of qualified candidates who are ready to work right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. Find us at expresspros.com. One connection, the workforce you need. Problem solved. Express Employment Professionals. expresspros.com.
So I actually tried Gemini a couple days ago, the Gemini Live where you can talk to it, and it is really crazy to have a full-on conversation with this thing. I was just messing around, so I asked it to give me ideas for hosting during the holidays. And when it starts giving you results, you can just stop it and say, okay, but what about something low-key for a smaller group? And then it adjusts to that, and you can just keep going until you get an idea you want. I think that's what I would use it for the most, brainstorming stuff. It's so good if you don't know where to start or if you hit a wall, you just go to Gemini. It helps you get the ball rolling. But obviously you can use it for all kinds of stuff. If you want to learn something new, you can have it give you advice, ask it to explain Bitcoin in simple terms, or you can have it quiz you on microbiology. I mean, imagine being a student and you've got this personal tutor on hand. It's hard to explain. You really just have to play around with it, see how it listens to you, responds, adapts to your style of conversation. Just try it out. It's free.
The brand new Grand Casino and Shoreline is now open. Step into the action with Vegas-style table games like Baccarat, Heads Up Hold'em Poker, Pai Gow, Blackjack, and High Card Flush. Feeling hungry? Feast on delicious Chinese, Vietnamese, and continental dishes plus breakfast favorites. Dine in or take out. And don't miss daily happy hours from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. to midnight. Grand Casino and Shoreline off Aurora. Open daily from 9 a.m. to 4 a.m. Visit GrandCasinoGaming.com. Welcome to the Grand Experience.
Auto insurance rates are on the rise, which is why you should call Vern Fonk Insurance. Vern Fonk could save you up to 20% on your auto insurance. The pros at Vern Fonk will do all the work, comparing different plans to find you the best options. And they can insure you over the phone. One call to Vern Fonk could save you up to 20%. Call 206-408-5094. 206-408-5094.
Remember to honk when you drive by Vern Fonk.
Restrictions apply based on a Q3 2023 study of Vern Fonk insurance customers who reported saving when they switched. License number 1070622.
I recently found out that you can see a personal dietitian covered by insurance. There's this platform called Nourish that will match you with a dietitian based on whatever your concerns are, whether that's weight loss, eating disorders, autoimmune conditions, or something else. They're actually a network with major insurance providers, so most patients pay $0 out of pocket. 94% of patients pay $0 out of pocket. Find your dietitian at usenourish.com. That's usenourish.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average. And Auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With nonstop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, there are great connection options to several cities. Whether it's the romantic streets of Paris or the stunning beaches of Barcelona, Condor will start your vacation by offering comfortable and spacious cabins. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Casey from Seattle is. Casey, are you there?
Yeah.
I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Casey has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I am.
Ray-Ban makes what sort of fashion item?
Sunglasses.
Correct. What chain is offering free wings if the Super Bowl goes into overtime?
KFC.
No.
Wingstop.
No.
Pass.
What was the highest grossing movie of 2024?
Pass.
What is the only king in the deck of cards without a mustache?
Jack.
No.
Without a mustache. Jack. King. Queen.
No. Although considered a popular Hawaiian treat, Spam originated in what Midwest state?
Kansas.
No.
Pass.
Who plays Carl Allen in the romantic comedy Yes Man?
Pass.
In which country was the first fashion magazine published?
France.
Correct. What pizza chain has used the slogan, "Gather round the good stuff"?
Pizza Hut.
Yes!
Woo, finish strong.
Casey, with that, you got 3 correct.
Oh, man, I bit it hard, yeah. Yeah, Wicked was the number 1 movie, wasn't it?
No, because I believe...
No? Okay.
Wicked did come out last year, didn't it? Yeah. Oh, wow, no.
I'm so curious.
Oh.
I don't think Steve's going to know either.
No, I'm actually shocked by it as well. Steve, are you ready?
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Ray-Ban makes what sort of fashion item?
Sunglasses.
You know it. What
I've got
chain
some.
is offering free wings if the Super Bowl goes into overtime?
Is that Buffalo Wild Wings?
Yeah. What was the highest grossing movie of 2024?
Highest grossing movie of 2024. Well, it wasn't Dogman. It just came out.
I don't think
Titanic.
No.
I don't know. I can't think of a single movie that came out like Red Line.
No. What? Wasn't that on Netflix?
Yes.
Okay.
I got that.
Okay. What is the only king in the deck of cards without a mustache?
King of Hearts?
Yes. Although considered a popular Hawaiian treat, Spam originated in what Midwest state?
I believe it's Minnesota.
How do you know that? Yes. Who plays Carl Allen in the romantic comedy Yes Man?
Jim Carrey.
Correct. In which country was the first fashion magazine published?
France.
Correct. What pizza chain has used the slogan, "Gather round the good stuff"?
Pizza Hut.
Correct. Which sea is the world's saltiest?
The Caspian Sea.
No.
The Sea of Tranquility.
No.
The Morton Sea.
No.
Morton.
What?
The salt brand.
Yeah.
Thank
you. I would have never got that. Steve, you got 7 correct, which is a win. 7-3. Sorry, Casey.
Ouch. I'm 1-1. That's all right. I'll come back.
We'll see you soon.
Right.
You
That's
come
the
back.
Right attitude.
The sea that is the saltiest.
The Dead Sea.
Correct, Danny.
Oh. should just start naming those popular C's.
You should have.
But then I got silly with my Morton C.
And then, does anyone know the highest grossing movie of 2024?
I think I know. Inside Out 2.
Yes, Daly!
It was good. I went to see 2 movies last year in the theater, and it was Wicked and Inside Out 2, and you said it wasn't Wicked, so I was like, it's a kid's movie.
This guy, he's a true narcissist. Of course, it's a movie I saw.
Yeah.
I mean, if it pulls me out,
yeah.
I am impressed, though. But congrats on beating Casey, Steve.
What the hell was going on that led to someone saying,
"But I miss my burrow. I miss my coop."
we're going to tell you what that's all about after Nirvana.
Sounds like Taryn's weekend.
The Daily Migs Show.
Yesterday was Groundhog's Day. Did Punxsutawney Phil see his shadow, Steve Migs? Here.
Do you care about this kind of stuff? Like, is this like something that, like, you know, like, that you need to like find out?
No.
Okay, I was just wondering. I'm just always so curious. Like, who cares about this?
Ooh, we're so excited.
Right?
No.
What's gonna happen?
This is the big announcement.
Punxsutawney Phil, the seer of seers, was awakened from his wintry nap at dawn on Gobbler's Knob. Phil looked to the sky.
Gobbler's Knob sounds like a gentleman's club.
I can't with that. I cannot.
What happened to you guys last night? We got wasted at a Gobbler's Knob. Oh, man, my bank account's a little thinner.
Phil looked to the skies and then, speaking in groundhogese, directed the president to the proper scroll, which reads,
"What is happening right now?"
These people are taking it very seriously.
And they wear like the fancy outfits and they gather a crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how many. I'm sure you could Google it. Like, how many Punxsutawney Phils have we had over the years?
Ooh,
right? Because I don't know what's the shelf life on a groundhog.
The shelf life. I mean, I think maybe the age of a dog, maybe.
Like, thinking like somewhere between 10 to 12 years.
12 years, sure.
All right.
It's Groundhog Day, and maybe life is on a loop, but I miss my burrow. I miss my coop.
I don't know what's funnier. Is it the guy or the people who are reacting to the guy?
They're like, oh.
I ain't gonna lie, though. If I lived anywhere near Pennsylvania where this is happening, I would go.
I'd pre-funk it.
That you have to.
Yeah.
So it's funny. You said we could Google it easily. It's not easy to Google. It's all says there's only ever one. Just like there's only one Santa Claus and one Easter. That's what all of the answers
I know
say.
we all right, the president's been releasing information about past things that we have questions about. I think we need the answers to this one.
Mm-hmm.
They need to release the exact number of Punxsutawney Phils that we've had. There hasn't been just one. He's not Santa Claus.
Literally, like every single article, NPR, AP News, CNN, it's all about there's only one groundhog. And there's only ever been one groundhog.
Are we going to have the FBI show up to our building because we're questioning this? Wait, so what's the shelf life on a groundhog?
I don't know. I'm with Danny. I was trying to Google how long he's been, and they say he's probably 139 years old.
Google how long do groundhogs live
3
for?
years.
That's it?
Yeah. The average lifespan of a groundhog is 3 years.
Well, now I don't have to get Tatum that for a pet.
Oh, my gosh. In captivity, though, they can live up to 14 years. So maybe Punxsutawney is a captivity one.
Well, he's super captive. He only comes out once a year. That's why he's lived so long.
So I'm headed back down. There's a shadow up here. Get ready for 6 more weeks of winter this year.
It sounds like they just drafted your favorite football player on your team. The way people are freaking the F out.
Honestly, now I kind of want to go to this.
We should go next year.
We should.
We'll broadcast live from Punxsutawney Phil. I'm sure KISW will sign off on this.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That would be the ultimate field trip.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited.
Well, then there's Staten Island Chuck. Have you heard about him? He's also a groundhog, and he apparently predicted an early spring, and I guess he's been more accurate than Punxsutawney Phil.
Are they like rivals?
Yeah. And then have you heard about the other groundhog that will not only will predict if we're going to get an early spring or a late winter, but this groundhog talks, and his name is Arnold the groundhog, and we have audio of him.
Who gives a shit about what a fucking groundhog does? Oh, hey, look at me. I popped my little fucking head out, took a big shit by a tree, and now I'm going back in my hole. You know what that means? 6 weeks of shitty weather. Now go yourself.
Oh, that is aggressive.
A little more aggressive than Chuck. Definitely not like Punxsutawney Phil. Arnold's he's a different culture.
Oh, my God.
Different attitude. Yeah, he's a little out there. Yeah.
Do you watch the movie Groundhog Day often anymore?
I think I've seen that movie twice.
Really?
I mean, I love the movie, but I'm not like Danny. Danny will watch the same movie like 15 times in 1 month.
Yeah.
I'm only watching multiple movies now because my daughter wants to see movies like The Grinch or things like that.
I've also never seen Groundhog Day. So.
Sarah, what about you?
Never.
Oh, what is wrong with these people?
It's a super. Do you like Bill Murray?
I don't know. What else has he been in, like, recently?
Oh, apparently Arnold the Groundhog wants to tell you guys this because you haven't seen Groundhog Day.
Now go yourself.
Fair.
Yeah.
We know that you are a massive fan of music, but do you think that you are such a fan that you could name a song after only hearing 1 second of the chorus? Prove it to us. And if you do, we're going to hook you up with tickets to see 9 Inch Nails at Climate Pledge Arena. And that show is on August 12th, 206-803-ROCK. We're going to play Hook or Shook at 9:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. Slow drain being a pain? Call Pinky. That pipe's being a little leaky? Call Pinky. When the toilet won't flush and you're in a rush? Call Pinky. When your shower lost all its spray power? Call Pinky. When your sink's on the blink? Call Pinky. Pinky's Plumbing promises to lick all your plumbing problems quick. So when your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, call Pinky's. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
Wow.
What's up?
I just bought and financed a car through Carvana in minutes.
You? The person who agonized 4 weeks over whether to paint your walls eggshell or off-white bought and financed a car in minutes?
They made it easy. Transparent terms, customizable down and monthly. Didn't even have to do any paperwork.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Hey, have you checked out that spreadsheet I sent you for our dinner options?
Finance your car with Carvana and experience total control. Financing subject to credit approval.
Hiring is a lonely business. Posting jobs, sifting through resumes, interviews with unqualified applicants, being ghosted. What if you could link with dozens of qualified candidates who are ready to work right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. Find us at expresspros.com. One connection, the workforce you need. Problem solved. Express Employment Professionals. expresspros.com.
All morning, we have received texts and calls from you that we have not had a chance to chat with you about. But right now, we're checking in with the Rockaholics, brought to you by Palace Law. So call up if there's something you'd like to chime in on from the show today, or if you have anything on your mind that you would love to discuss with us. 206-803-ROCK.
Earlier this morning, we had the men's room guys on, Ryan Castle on, as we're going to be doing our Super Side Showdown. It's a battle to see who can make a better Super Bowl side dish. And then we each have picked something randomly out of a hat, and we all have to try and create that side dish without looking at any recipes, no YouTube tutorials, or anything along those lines. We've gotten a few text messages about this challenge. A lot of people are already putting their money on Thrill. Because, well, they brought up a good point. One person says, y'all know that Thrill is a former professional chef, right? Are you giving him a handicap where he can't make anything using his eyes, hands, or taste buds?
What did he draw?
He actually got one of the, I wouldn't say weaker ones, but easier ones, queso dip.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, Thrill can definitely zhuzh it up, as they say, right? Is that
zhuzh.
That's what you say.
He's a zhuzher.
Yeah, you like to use the zhuzh.
I do.
Yeah.
Well, and queso is not that easy, guys. Like, you have to, it's not just melting cheese. Like, you have to do the garlic and the onions. You have to put some, like, chicken base in there.
It's not as hard as building a slider.
Okay.
That involves just bread and meat of the plant-based variety.
I mean, I'm very excited about my pigs in a blanket.
Somebody says, Sarah, you could just have your brother Joey make your mac and cheese.
That is so brilliant.
That would be cheating, Sarah.
Yes. Now we know.
I mean,
if it's good, we know that your brother made it.
It's not looking at a recipe. It's just having someone else do the whole thing. Can I do it from a box?
No.
I mean, you can get the noodle part out of the box, but that sauce needs to be handmade with love.
Oh, my.
So I just texted and said, I just spit my coffee out hearing that KSW flannel commercial about Sarah's butt. Looking good in the rear, Sarah. LOL, LOL. We also had to stop for a second and be like, what did we just hear? So there was a commercial running to promote the fact that we have these awesome KSW flannels in the Rock Shop. Go to KSW.com to check them out, plus the awesome hoodies as well. And this was said.
The KISW Rock Flag Flannel.
Oh, wait, let me get to the beginning. That'll probably help, huh? Here we go.
KISW rock flag flannel with a patch on the front. It's Steve Migs from the Daily Migs Show. Migs commands the runway with the grace of a pro wrestling lumberjack.
You know it, but here's where it gets crazy.
Next up, the Daily Migs Show's own Sarah, rocking the other KISW rock flag flannel. Looking good from the back, Sarah.
Hey.
Looking good from the back, Sarah.
Hey.
That escalated so quickly.
Speaking of looking good from the back, someone says, I just watched Shakira's performance based on you guys talking about it from last night. I now need a smoke and another shower. Damn.
That was impressive.
I showed you guys the performance. How is she? What, is she 50?
Almost.
Almost 50, and she looks like she's not even 25.
It's wild.
It's insane. She's so gorgeous.
Yeah, I mean, that belly dancing was... Oh.
If she comes to town, we're all going, right?
It made me drool.
We might need to take the next day off.
Yes.
Hey, someone else said, hey, Migs, if you watched the Grammys, what did you think about Will Smith being there? I saw a lot of people that felt that he shouldn't be invited due to the slapping incident. I mean, I didn't get too worked up over it. I thought it was a good reason why he was there because he was showing some love to Quincy Jones. They were doing a big tribute to him. And Will Smith had a very close relationship with Quincy because he was the producer of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And Quincy's produced so many great stuff. And he was a true icon. And I actually did like Will's speech and the story that he shared about Quincy Jones.
I want to share a little story about Quincy. Quincy was the executive producer of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. We're on set one day, and I'm 22 years old. Quincy gave me a shot with this show, and I'm working through a scene, and somebody says, Will, Quincy wants to see you. I'm like, oh, well, I'm in the middle of this scene. They said, no. He said, come right now. And I go, and Quincy's standing, he got his hands on his hips, and he's at the snack table, and he's looking at the snacks. And I was like, what's up, Q? He said, so this is the food that you think the people on your set should eat? I was like, Quincy.
I really want to know what kind of food I was on the snack table.
I'd probably be fine with it, whatever it was.
Right?
I was like, Quincy, I don't do the snacks on the show. And he said, whose name is on this script? I was like, it's The Fresh Prince, Quincy. It's me. And he said, so let me get this straight. You want these people to work 16 or 18 hours a day so you can realize your dreams, and this is the food you think they should eat. He said, I don't care if it's not in the budget. You pay for it out of your own pocket. And he said something to me that became the absolute center of how I wanted to have my career, how I wanted to live my life. He looked right in my face and he said, it is your job to take care of these people.
He also said it's your job to punch and slap a comedian if they make fun of your wife. No.
Could it also be his job to vet his children's outfits? What was that house thing on Jaden's head?
It was like a weird cardboard box with like black fabric on his head.
There's no explanation yet. I don't know what that was, but it was weird.
I'm sure he paid a pretty penny for it too. That's the weird part.
Migs, you actually sound pretty good right now.
Thank you.
But I know that over the weekend you did lose your voice a little bit.
Yes, I've been drinking down some of that throat coat all morning long just to kind of keep my voice going.
So you had a little bit of a strategy in place of how you would avoid losing your voice, and it led to random people telling you and the entire city of Seattle to F off.
Yes.
We're going to find out what happened at 9:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
Over the weekend, Migs, you lost your voice, and I'm very curious to hear how this happened.
Unfortunately, I didn't fully lose it, but it was teetering on the edge because we were coming back from Vancouver, British Columbia. It's like a 4-hour drive. All of us are just talking and laughing, and then the next morning I wake up, I'm like, oh boy. Like, you know how it is. Like sometimes you just spend so much time talking and chopping it up with everybody that your voice kind of goes through the ringer. So I'm like, this sucks because I got to go to Portland, and I'm wrestling in Portland at DOA Pro Wrestling on Saturday night, and I'm driving up with friends, so we're all going to want to talk. I'm drinking all the throat coat possible. I'm like, I have an idea because they wanted me to go in front of the crowd, talk a little bit, cut a promo, as they call it in the world of wrestling, and get the crowd going. It's like, I don't know if I can do that without blowing out my voice, and I don't feel like blowing it out for Monday.
Sure.
So I was like, I have an idea. So I wrote out what I was going to say, and I put it on my phone, and I walked out there drinking tea out of a Starbucks cup because I knew that would piss off the Portland crowd, and then went over to the announcer and aggressively gave her my phone and said, read this. And so she starts reading it. I did not realize how angry people would be when I started bragging about being from the city of Seattle. Like Portland, you realize rather quickly, if you want to trigger them, just say that you love Seattle, and it pisses them off to no end. So I grabbed a little bit of the audio. Of course, I had to bleep a lot of it, but this is what it sounded like. Oh, yeah. First of all, that lady was telling me what I should eat that's not plant-based.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then other people started saying that, too.
I regret to inform you that Steve Migs is on the verge of losing his voice.
Good. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm biting the cheek, trying not to laugh at these people who are just so angry, and it's so much fun. And so at that point, now they're mad. And they start chanting mean words to me and the city of Seattle. And this went on for a while. And I saw this one dude that was like coming from out of town who doesn't know anything about anything. He's just like a fly-in. And afterwards he pulled me and said, like, they don't like you here. I was like, yeah. And the whole time when I was saying I'm from Seattle, I'm holding my Starbucks cup and pointing at it like a goober. You can see it's on my Instagram and on my Twitter at I'm Steve Migs if you want to check it out.
They got you good, though.
Oh, yeah.
That was a great chant.
Yeah.
What the hell is cyber farting? I feel like if anyone on this crew would know, it would be you, Steve.
Danny.
You have any idea?
No idea.
No idea. Well, you might need to know that this could lead to you being arrested. It's a real thing. We're going to tell you all about it during the Daily Migs download after Weezer.
The Daily Migs Show. Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs Download.
AKA the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
And good morning to Ryan Castle. Ryan, do you know what hooky bobbin is?
Yes, because I grew up in the Northwest, which is different than skeeting or whatever it is.
Skitching or skeeching. Yeah.
Skeeting, I think, is
something different.
That's from that song, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not skeeting. I'm
it's
just
like
skitching.
Something about the windows and the walls.
Yeah, that's not.
And sweat. That's skeeting.
Yeah, that doesn't involve having fun with snow.
I mean, it could.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Hey, the DMD is brought to you by SeattleBoatShow.com. It's been confirmed that the world's largest duck is still over there. So go check. I guess they took it down for a little bit because of wind concerns over the weekend. So there you put everybody's heart at ease.
Thank goodness.
Well, let's head on over to the UK. There's a woman by the name of Rhiannon who has become the first person to plead guilty to cyber farting. And now you're probably wondering, well, what the hell is cyber farting? It's apparently when you repeatedly harass somebody like her ex, which is what she did by sending videos of herself farting in her phone.
Hey, kudos to her for her creativity.
She was arrested, sentenced to probation, and banned from drinking for 60 days.
Oh, okay, now that's the bad part.
Which answers my question, why are you doing that? Apparently alcohol was a big part of that, and a 2-year restraining order.
Wow.
All because of cyber farting. I got to do that to my wife, see how she reacts.
I'm going to start doing that right away.
To my wife?
No.
I was going to say, man, that's
I
weird.
don't have her number anymore. She changed it.
For good reason.
Last year, there was this mass shooting at a splash pad near Detroit. 9 people ended up with injuries, including a little boy named Janik. No one died, thankfully, but Janik now no longer has his eyesight, which is just such a bummer. But now he's handing out slime that makes fart noises when you push down on it to help cheer up kids in the hospital. This is Janik talking about his love for fart noises and his grandma talking about bringing joy to others.
What noise did it make that made you laugh?
The fart noise.
Who doesn't think farts are funny?
My wife.
I mean, come on.
Some girls, but my friend Jane thinks they're hilarious. And here is the noise.
Seeing them, laughing again and seeing them starting to run around and just be themselves again was so inspiring to me.
Strong agree. Hilarious.
Like some women don't like it. Hey, the Kraken lost yesterday, 3-2. I know.
Sarah wasn't there.
It's because of Punxsutawney Phil. It's Groundhog Day when it comes to the Kraken. They just keep losing and losing.
Blame anyone but yourself.
Hey, as far as weather, hitting a high of 38 degrees. It's going to be cloudy today. It's supposed to get a little icy out as well. We had a little bit of snow here. I heard some snow in Bellevue as well, but it's now stopped snowing. So there you go. The DMD is brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino, and that's what's up.
Ryan Castle is up next with the Morning 12 Pack.
The Daily Migs Show. Daily Migs Show.
This podcast is brought to you by Kleenex Lotion Tissues.
You can't predict sick days, but with Kleenex lotion tissues, you can be better prepared for them while helping keep your skin healthy. Whether it's a surprise sneeze or a stuffy nose, it's always good to have something gentle on hand. Kleenex lotion tissues moisturize to help prevent skin irritation while you're battling those unwanted cold and flu symptoms. It's extra care when you need it most. I mean, why not have one less thing to worry about when you're not feeling your best? For whatever happens next, grab Kleenex.
So I used Gemini for the first time the other day, and the most impressive thing to me was just talking to it. You go live with it, and then it's just like you're having a conversation. You can just talk about your day or have it explain something to you or start brainstorming ideas. Let me give you an example. I pretended I have a job interview coming up and asked it to help me prep for the interview. It immediately started suggesting common questions I might get asked. Then I started talking through my answers out loud, and it would give me feedback. And it's all happening in real time, like I'm talking to a career coach or something. That's just what I tried first, but you can talk to it about anything. And I honestly think that's the magic of it, how you can just have this back and forth, and it's all seamless. If you haven't tried it yet, it's definitely worth checking out. You'll see what I mean.
Working as a dedicated Fidelity advisor, I always ask, what's important to you? I'll look at those priorities and goals alongside your full financial picture to build a comprehensive plan designed to help grow and protect your wealth. With proactive portfolio insights and an eye on taxes, I'm here to help you make the most of your money. I'm Laura Maxwell, and I'm a dedicated Fidelity advisor. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
The brand new Grand Casino and Shoreline is now open. Step into the action with Vegas-style table games like Baccarat, Heads Up Hold'em Poker, Pai Gow, Blackjack, and High Card Flush. Feeling hungry? Feast on delicious Chinese, Vietnamese, and continental dishes plus breakfast favorites. Dine in or take out. And don't miss daily happy hours from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. to midnight. Grand Casino and Shoreline off Aurora. Open daily from 9 a.m. to 4 a.m. Visit GrandCasinoGaming.com. Welcome to the Grand Experience.
Look, we're all human. We push-pull doors, we blow on ice cream to cool it down, and sometimes we forget to check our blind spots. That's why the 2025 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid offers class-leading advanced safety features. Like an available blind spot view monitor, which shows you a live video feed of your blind spots. Because the Tucson Hybrid is made for humans who are just that, human. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for details.